Hi, I'm Maike and you're watching City Lights on Novus TV. Tonight is the opening night of the Vancouver Asian Film Festival here at the International Village. And this year's theme is What's Your Perspective? Let's see who's in town. So tell us, what year are we in now for the VAFF?
18th Annual Vancouver Asian Film Festival.
18th, and how has it changed over that length of time?
Well, the festival has grown. It started as a 1-2 day event with just a few films, and now we have about an audience of about 4,000 people every year, and we have up to 13 programs screening 40 films. There are about 30 filmmakers in attendance. About more than half of them are local. This year's theme is What's Your Perspective? And it's a bit of a play on the fact that when you watch anything on film, what the camera doesn't see doesn't exist. So the camera essentially tells you what to see and, in a way, how to think. So if you have have a unique point of view, perhaps as an Asian Canadian filmmaker, then that really just makes your film an even more interesting perspective than it normally is already.
So it's your fifth feature film. Tell us about it.
It is a mystery thriller that takes place in San Francisco, and it's about a Japanese mystery novelist who takes a trip to San Francisco and ends up embroiled in a crazy mystery along with a small town sheriff.
And how did you get invited to be the premiere movie?
Well, I showed the film to the programmers here, and then to my delight and surprise, they asked if it could be the opening night thing. And with this film in particular, this was a Japan-US co-production, so a lot of the financing and the actors and things came from Japan, but then we shot it in the US, so it's a mix of Japanese and American characters.
And tell me, how did the collaboration come about between you and the Japanese counterparts?
A couple years ago, I was working on a project that was actually in Japan, and it was an all Japanese language film, but the budget was just too big. It just was not realistic. It just was never going to happen. But I got to be really good friends with the production company that was helping me with it, and they said, look, why don't you try doing something that's a little bit smaller scale and have a mix of both Japanese characters and American characters. We'll do it in both languages.
So tell us, what's your role in the film?
I play the protagonist. His name is Tommy, and essentially he is a boy trying to find his way home, but he has this, disability, teleportation. We're kind of trying to explore the darker side of having a gift. We did it about 2 years ago, actually. It was actually really interesting. It was in different environments, up in the mountains, out in the forest.
And how does it feel to be finally on the big screen tonight?
A little nervous, but hopefully people will enjoy it, at least, feel something out of it. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
So tell us about your short film.
Sure. So we actually made it last semester for a school project, and it ended up being in several film festivals like this one and the Vancouver Queer Film Fest. And we interview 6 queer Asian Canadian youth, and we want to bring those subjects to the screen and try to, go into discourse that talks about their issues as intersecting identities in their lives.
And how was it the experience for you putting it together?
It was actually a really, really long process, but it was actually really fun and exciting. We both learned a lot of new skills, such as filmmaking and interviewing, and it definitely raised a lot of thought-provoking questions for both of us.
Radical intimacy. That's something you don't hear every day.
Radical intimacy. How can I define that? Like really good intimacy? No, I'm kidding.
I've heard that term a lot lately. I'm actually not too sure what it means. Tell me.
Radical intimacy just sounds really cool. I love that the idea of intimacy can be radical because I think all intimacy is radical.
Well, it's been another successful opening night here at the Vancouver Asian Film Festival. Check out vaff.org for all the details. It's a great way to see an independent film with an Asian twist. I'm Maike Evers, and you're watching City Lights on Novus TV.